There is only one perfect solution, but there are clues that will try to trick our team.
Hello there everyone, my name is Crazy Caleb and welcome to Morse Who's on First or dot dash dash slash dash 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 slash dot dot dash dot. So this is another one of the Vanilla Swirl series that we're going over. For those of you who have been following along, we've done quite a few so far. We've done Simon Strands and we've also done what else have I done? But we've done Simon Strands. I think that was the good starting point for us. And now we're going to be hitting another easy one today, Morse Who's on First. So in this case, we're going to be taking a look at this, and the way that you're going to be able to tell that this is Morse on First is, well, for starters, the whole module looks a little bit different. Like, if you compare the Who's on First to each other, the color scheme might be a little bit different. I think the text might also be a little bit different, too. I'm not quite sure. And also the fact that the buttons are now have a series of Morse characters on it. And they won't necessarily be all letters or numbers in this case, but they will be just dots and dashes. And there will be also 4 stages on this module. Now, because there's 4 stages, I'm just going to say right now, don't worry about it. It's not that hard to do. This module itself is fairly simple and I think quite clever in the way that this does it. So, first things first, we're going to read the display and determine which label to read based on its position of module. So in this case, opted is our display. So we're going to find this word, find that word in this table. So in this case, opted is making us look at middle right. So in this case, that's where the I is. So middle right is dash dash dot dash. So now, with the second step, and this is the interesting part of this, using the button label, move to another word in the table according to the current stage number. So we're currently on stage 1, and what we're going to do is we're going to move one word to the right for each dot in the label, and move one word down for each dash in the label. And if you move over an edge in the grid, move to the word at the opposite edge. So, if we take a look here, effectively speaking, what we're going to do is, using the label that we got from this button previously, we're going to be moving based off of our dashes and our dots in this table here. So, we're going to move one down for each dash and move one right for each dot. So, down, down, right, and then down will take us to the word small. And small is going to be our final position. Now, we're going to translate the new word into Morse code, ignoring gaps between letters. So what we're going to do now is we're going to convert small into Morse code again. I don't know why this table is so small. I swear this was fine a little while ago. But what we're going to do is we're going to convert this into Morse code. So let's do that again. So let's do that dot, dot, dot. Then we do a dash, dash for Mike. Then we do a dot, dash for Alpha. Then we do a dot, dash, dot, dot, and a dot, dash, dot, dot for the 2 schemas. So now, we're going to be now ignoring the gaps between the letters. So let's make this all effectively one giant string here. And now, we're going to push the buttons in the right order to match their labels with the code received. Not all buttons are required to be pushed. So now, the reason why everything is kept together as one string is because each of these buttons is not going to necessarily correspond to each individual letter in the sequence. As you can see, this is simply just not a Morse character. Dot, dash, dot, dot, dot. Doesn't it really exist anywhere as far as I'm aware. There might be some translated cases where, like if it's in a different language, for example, like I know that the German language has a character for umlaut, which I believe is like, it's something else. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's something that's not in this table specifically. And you won't see numbers at all in this case, I don't think. So, effectively speaking, what we're going to do, though, is we need to get each individual character of the Morse code represented here in the correct order, it should be mentioned. So there might be some buttons that might seem to make sense at the beginning. So, for example, this 3 dots. But if we move on further down the line, it might not make sense. Of course, it could, of course, as well. But in this case, if we start with the 3 dot option, which in this case we have right here, we cover the dot, dot, dot of this. Then we have immediately off to the right of it for number 4, so 4 by the way, is going to be the dash, dash, dot, dash, which happens to be the next 4 characters in our sequence. So dash, dash, dot, dash. Then can we work with a dot, dash, dot, dot, dot in this case? We simply can, that's a 1. We got dot, dash, dot, dot, dot. And then we have dash, dot, dot for our last character. In this case, that's button 5. So now if we break this apart, so we got the 3 dots, we've got you, we have you, and we have you. So in this case, This is the 3 dots right here. I'm going to press that. This is the dash dash dot dash. Okay. This is the dot dash dot dot dot. With this right here. And we've got the dash dot dot. And just like that, it moves on to the next stage. That's all you're simply doing with this module, is you're simply getting another word here, and you're having to convert with the buttons what exactly to input to make sure that it matches the string, but not necessarily in the order of, say, letters. For example, Sierra, Mike, Alpha, Lima, Lima. It's not what it's going for. It's going for just simply, can you get the correct dots and dashes in order based off of these buttons? Let's see. So, our starting word is now below. We're going to do the exact same thing, but each stage, effectively speaking, the only thing that changes is the directions each dot and dash moves per stage. That's all that changes. So we have below here, it wants us to start in the bottom right. So we're going to be looking at dash, dot, dot, dash. And now we're going to move in the table. How are we going to move in the table? So move one word to the left for each dot, and move one word down for each dash. So left for each dot, so left twice, and then down for each dash to 60. Okay, left for each dot, down for each dash. Doesn't really matter, it's going to end up down here. So now our word is 60, so let's convert that into Morse code. So let's do dot, 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 dot for India, dash, dot, dot, dash, then we have dash for tango, and then dash, dot, dash, dash. Okay? We have a lot of dots at the beginning, and there happens to be 5 dots in the beginning, and there happens to be a button with 5 dots as well. So 5 could be a good starting point. So the dot, 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 so dot, 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 dot. Now, do we have a dash, dot, dot, dash? We actually do, so that's the button we just used, so that's going to be a number 6. So dash, dot, dot, dash. And then do we have a dash, dash, dot, dash, dash? We happen to have that perfectly. So 5, 6, and 2 is going to be our answer. So the 5 dots, the dash, dot, dot, dash, and U. Perfect. And that's all there really is to it. It's a very clever way of just simply retransmitting a word using different kinds of Morse characters. We've got bushy here. Let's have a look at where we're going. So middle left, so dot, dot, dash. And dots and dashes move what? So dot moves left, which happens to be the exact same for that stage, and up for each dash. So up for each dash. So left twice, up once, goes to right. Let's convert that into Morse code. So dot dash dot for Romeo, dot dot for India, dash dash dot for golf. Hotel is going to be a quadruple dot, and tango is a dash. Okay, let's have a look. Let us see what we can do here. So we can start off with a dot dash dot for button 4. We can, let's see what we can do. This one's interesting. Dot dash dot is covered. I don't think that's going to be used. Actually, can't be used, I don't think. This could be used, number 3 in this case. So we've got a dot dot dash. And we need something that begins with a dash. That's the only case where this applies, so dash dot would make sense. So 1. And then dot 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 dash is number 2. Perfect. So 4, 3, 1, 2. And just like that, there we go. And finally, onto the last stage is quill. Quill wants us to look where? Here. Wants us to look in the middle left, quadruple dot. Okay. For the 4th stage, move 1 word to the right for each dot and move up for each dash. So we're going to be moving right 4 spaces. So from quill, 1, 2, 3, 4 is Icor. I think that's how you pronounce it. That's going to be dot dot for India. Charlie is going to be a dash dot dash dot. Hotel is going to be 4 dots. Oscar is going to be triple dash. And Romeo is going to be dot dash dot. Okay, let's take a look at what we have here. Okay, this will be interesting. Now I actually think we start just looking at this. We start with number 1, I believe, which is covering just 1 dot. And then we go dot dash dot, which makes sense. Dot dash dot. That checks out. So number 6 is next. Then can we get 4 dots? We absolutely can. That's where we started. So 3, so there we go. Dash 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 dot checks out, and then a dash dot at the end. So it's dash 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 dot for number 5, and then a dash dot at the end for number 2. So 1, 6, 3, 5, and 2. And just like that is a solved module. Coincidentally, 20 minutes exactly, 10 minutes exactly on the mark right there. So that's really all there is to this module. I'm down to go for one more example, but I'm going to go a little bit faster with converting the stuff. It's just a little bit easier for me to do them on the fly. Granted, there is some parts where you have to look ahead a little bit. There might be multiple options where at the beginning there could be 2 options, for example, that you could start with, but they're all going to go down different paths or just simply not be possible in this case. So yeah, let's do one more example just to kind of give you guys an idea of what we're looking at here. And I think that this module is just a very solid module. I think it's a very solid and simple module. I like it a lot. Of the vanilla swirls, I think it is one of the best that was just released recently of the new 9 modules. That's just my humble opinion on it. So, all right, major is our starting word. Should be up top, I think. Nope, I'm just totally wrong. It's the bottom right corner. We want to look at the bottom left position, which is 5 dashes. Now for this, we're going to be moving one word down for each dash. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to ivory. Okay, ivory is our word. Let's just convert it. Dot, dot, then dot, 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 dash, then dash, 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 then dot, dash, dot, then dash, dot, dash, dash. Okay, lots of dots at the beginning. So it's going to be this one, then this one. This is covered, and this is covered. We get this, that's covered. Okay, hold on, let me think about this. Okay, well this is an interesting situation, so I think it's good to start with these 3 dots. That makes sense. And we have this case up here, which absolutely makes sense in this instance. I might be blind. I don't know where I would be blind necessarily. Oh, I see where it is. Okay, so yeah. So what we have to do here is instead we have to do this. So we have to do dot, 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 dash, dot, dot, you, and you, and then you. That checks out. So that we go here, 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 and here. Okay. So we got jaunt next. Top right is going to be here, so 4 dashes again. Dash wants us to move one word down for each dash, okay? So that's going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4 to Iker, okay? How do we pronounce it? I'm not quite sure. Don't give me crap in chat. So dot, dot, dash, dot, dash, dot, then dot, 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 dash, 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 dot, dash, dot. Okay. Dot, 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 dash could be good. It's a good starting point. Then a dot dash dot dot makes sense. Then a dot dot two dashes. And then these 2 are split up. Perfect. Now for order of these, for cases where they're the exact same letter, it doesn't matter. As long as it works with the message, I'm sure that either or is fine. I don't think it has to be done in reading order. It doesn't say anything about it. So you, and you. Okay. Next up is could. It's up in the top left here. We're looking at the middle right, which is the 4 dashes. Again, I swear this is a very interesting case to be landing on. And for the dash, we're going to be moving up 4 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4 to 60. We've had this one before. So dot, 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 dash, dot, dot, dash, 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 dot, dash, dash. Okay, lots of dots at the beginning. So let's get rid of these 3 dots. Let's get rid of this space right here for number 6. We've got these 3 dashes right here, and we've got this spot supporting these last 3 positions. So, you, lovely. So plant, space 4. Plant is top left. 3 dots now. So we're going to be moving right 3 spaces for each dot. So in this case, right 3 spaces. As I just mentioned, 1, 2, 3 is moving appropriately to right. So dot dash dot 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 dash dash dot 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 dash. Okay. Let's see where we start. So we can do dot dash to begin with. Then we can do triple dot. Then we can do dash dash dot dot dot. And we can do a dot dot dash and P. Perfect. So U, and U. And just like that is a solved module. And that's really all there is to it. It's a nice, very easy way to just break it apart like that. I think that that's another way of doing it, and that's the way that I generally tend to do it. Because I will say it is much easier to notice, like being able to do this in your head EFMing as compared to team, where you probably will have to read out all 6 buttons. So, but overall, it's not that bad. So, as always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to stay crazy, stay cool, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.